Hi, I'm Robin from CookingMexicanRecipes.com, and today I'm making some shrimp tacos. Now we're going to be using some baby shrimp, such as this, and they're already cooked, so this recipe is going to go along very quickly. It's going to cook up really fast. So I recommend having all your condiments, as per my recipe, already set out and ready to go. So what we're going to start with here is I'm going to put my shrimp into a bowl. And I'm going to add, I've got a half a cup of olive oil. That in there. And I've got a half a teaspoon of ground cumin, which I'm going to sprinkle around. I have a teaspoon and a half of chili powder. We'll add that in. And I've got 2 cloves of garlic that are minced. I'm going to add that in, and we're going to stir this up. So I can distribute it all around. And what we're going to do is we're just going to refrigerate this for just maybe 15 minutes. Okay, so while our shrimp is marinating in the refrigerator for our 15 minutes, we're going to go ahead and put together our sour cream sauce. So in the bowl, I've got 1 cup of full-fat sour cream, and I'm going to add just a little bunch of cilantro. You know, use as much as you like or as little as you like. So I'm going to add that into the sour cream. And we're going to add the zest and juice of 1 lime. Now this is a zester that's got some little teeth on here, and what we want to do is just run the lime over the teeth and rotate it every few swipes so that you're getting just the green part and not the white part in your lime. Okay, so I've pretty much got the whole lime done. You might want to take your knife and just scrape off a little extra here on the bottom, or your finger. Maybe that'll work better. Use your finger just to scrape the rest of the lime zest off. And now we're going to juice it. Now you want to zest it first and then juice it, because it's a lot easier when you have a nice solid lime to rub across the zester. So now I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to juice it. And we'll add that to our sour cream. Now that might be just a little too much, so let's just add half of that. And I'm going to stir it in. And again, you can add more cilantro if you like more of that, or even more or less lime. Once I get the lime juice all incorporated into the sour cream, we're going to go ahead and stick this in the refrigerator to chill it and keep it ready for when we're ready to serve up our tacos, which will be starting shortly. Now we're ready to start heating up our shrimp. Now remember, we're not cooking it because the shrimp's already cooked. So we just want to heat this up, heat it through, and then we're going to work on our tortillas. So I'm going to take my shrimp mixture, and I'm going to throw it in my frying pan here. And I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of some white wine. I happen to be using some Sauvignon Blanc here. Add that for some nice flavor. And I'm just going to do a little bit of lemon. Yeah, just a little bit of fresh lemon, just a little bit. Sprinkle it around. There we go. Okay, what I want to do here is I just want to cook out a little bit of the wine, so we're going to heat this up for probably 5 minutes. And in the meantime, I want to talk about some tortillas, how we're going to serve this up. Now, I'm going to go ahead, I've got some corn tortillas here, and what I'm going to do to make these tacos is I'm going to heat up some oil. In fact, let's start that now in this pan. And I'm going to dip them in the hot oil. I'm going to get the oil nice and hot. I'm going to dip it in for just a few seconds, take them out, and then I'm going to drain them and kind of pat them with a paper towel to get the excess oil off. So I'm going to add enough oil in here so that I can dip my corn tortillas in. So I'm probably going to put in, an inch or so of oil. And I'm going to put my heat on medium-high. In the meantime, I'll keep stirring my shrimp and get that heated up. It'll take a few minutes just to get it hot because it's been in the fridge. So So back to my tortillas. I'm going to be doing this, like I said, dipping it in the hot oil and then draining off the tortillas, and they'll be nice and hot, and I'll fill it with the shrimp and all my condiments. Now another option for you, which is a healthier option if that's what you want to do, is you can just heat your corn tortilla up here on this comal right here that I've got. And that way you're eliminating the grease and you're just heating it up, and then you're just putting your ingredients inside, and you're going to maybe hold it together with a toothpick. So that's another option for you if you want to cut back on some of your fat. But the flavor is really right here in dipping it into the oil. Our shrimp are starting to bubble up now. Our sauce anyway, we want to cook it just a little bit, heat it through. I don't want it to get too hot, so I'm going to turn the flame down a little bit. And I'm just going to simmer this while I'm waiting. Let's go ahead and start our tortillas. Now here's how I want you to test it first. Take your tortilla and just stick it in the oil. You see how that's bubbling up there? That means it's hot. It's ready to go. So I got 2 tortillas, get some tongs, and we're going to stick them in there like this, and you can see them bubble up nice like that. Flip it over a couple times. We don't want these to get really hard because we won't be able to bend them and make tacos out of them. We just want to get them just a little stiff. All right, there we go. Now I've got a plate here covered with paper towels. I'm going to lay it right on top. And I'm going to take another paper towel and I'm going to pat it. That way we get the excess grease off of it. Now we can prepare our tacos. All right, now we're ready to assemble our shrimp tacos. So you can see here I've got my shrimp nice and it's nice and hot. So I'm going to use a slotted spoon so you don't have it real wet. Lay some shrimp right there down the center. You don't want to put too much because you want to be able to have enough room for your other ingredients. And I put a little bit of lettuce, like that. And if you like a little tomato or salsa, you can throw a little bit of that on top. A little handful of cheese. Now what's nice is the sour cream mixture is going to help hold this together. I'm going to put some right across the top like that. And then I'm going to bring the other side over. And what you can do is put a little bit of lettuce down on your plate. And bring your taco over and set it right there like that. Now I'm going to make another one. So we'll make 2. Okay, so we'll make our second one. Again, we'll just put a little layer, nice little layer down the middle. Now these tortillas are a little bit on the smaller side. You can get a little bit larger corn tortilla in the store if you can find it. These are kind of tiny, so we'll make everything a little bit smaller. And just layer everything across. That way you get a little bit of everything in every bite. A little bit of cheese. And then we'll finish up with the sour cream right near the top. And then you just pick them up like this. And like I said, that sour cream really does help hold it. And there you go. So there you have some really nice shrimp tacos that are very, very tasty. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope it encouraged you to try making shrimp tacos for dinner tonight or for your family. Be sure and stop by my website at cookingmexicanrecipes.com. Thanks for stopping by.